Hello, everybody. Welcome inside another edition of the Wrap-Up. Danny Myers, Nikki Buckler with you, as always. Couple weeks off, down at the hotel in Groesbeck for reasons we can't tell you. Just kidding. At least I am. Dan, I don't know about you.
Nope, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
We're good. We're straight-laced here on the show, as always. I don't know if you'd expect anything less from these fine gentlemen on your screen. I've never been better, Dan. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Time's great. Feeling good, looking good, smelling good.
Yeah.
I'm also bigger than ever. Weighed in at my all-time high last week for the old physical. Yeah, they said, are you in shape or A shape? I'm not sure.
Oh.
I said, no, yes.
You're fine.
I'm a sphere, very spherical. So I got that going for me. 8 months pregnant, ready to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I was sick for a good week. That was not fun, but feeling better.
You lost weight.
Lost
and it
15
went
pounds
right,
in 2 days, and
I
that
gained
can't be healthy.
15 in 3 hours.
But we're having fun doing it, right? I mean, as long as you're smiling, you're having a good time.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Dan,
It's good to be back.
it's great to be back. Let's talk real quick about the Detroit Baseball Tigers.
Yes, let's do it.
They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're actually horrible. 5 games under 500, 5.5 games out of first place, in the worst division in all of baseball. Is it time for the SOS? Is the season over? I don't know. I'm going yes. They're done.
Yeah, and I'm going to preface that with any time that the players are calling out the fans because of their lack of talent on the field, I feel like that's a very white flag as far as, listen, we've got problems, and we're going to blame it on you guys, the paying fans who take time out of their day, take money out of their wallet. Listen, you're a public figure. You're not always going to get the good press. Not everyone's going to like you, especially if you're not doing your job, especially when you're getting paid more than you're probably worth. And yeah, it's the fans' fault because you're not producing. So, we can talk about certain pitchers saying stuff like that. To me, I think that's the biggest irony of them all, is the fact that he's one of the highest paid players on the team, and he's calling the fans out. That's always a distress signal. That's a red flag, excuse me. And yeah, I think that pretty much sums up the season. As far as I'm concerned, I've really lost. I've talked to a lot of people, a lot of big Tigers fans have really lost touch. The importance, the urgency's not there.
Are they also, like me, bigger than they've ever been? BigTigers fans.
Yeah, because they're full of the Tigers.
Oh.
They're sick of it.
Oh.
So,
okay. Okay, that's good. You got that
Try
going.
to keep it clean. But you know what, though?
We're clean here.
I really have. It's just this season, the way the last season ended, I've really lost any will to want to just take time out of my day and waste it.
I don't watch.
I'd rather go down locally to Jimmy John's Field and watch an actually good product on the field.
Okay,
enjoyable.
Okay. I got to stop you right now. Oh, okay. Listen. Okay. I don't know what I'm allowed to say about that, but I'm going to say something.
He's going to say something. First time in 3 weeks. He's back. He's fired up.
I just have to think about how to word this so I'm still employed tomorrow. Not that that's ever stopped us before.
Yeah.
Because we're raw. That's what we do here on the wrap-up.
That's
why people like us. We tell it how it is. I actually don't know if anyone does like us, but I like to think that. It helps me when my head hits the pillow at night.
Well, before you go, maybe this will help. Maybe this will help you. Let's just say, because there is...
Real quick, the product on the field is terrible.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about the Tigers.
Oh.
So let me get this straight. You'd rather, okay, don't get me wrong, JJ's is way closer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure. It's arguably cheaper. You can get into Comerica for $12-15, but then you got to buy your $10 beer, your $20 foam finger, a program, peanuts. That's $30.
Well, let's talk about the essentials too. I mean, the drive down there, it's never fun. You're probably paying $10-15 to park.
Dodging bullets.
You're walking, dodging bullets, dodging a lot of stuff, and it's in our backyard. If I'm gonna go, why am I gonna pay money for somebody who doesn't want me there? Essentially, complaining about my presence. All right, if you don't like my opinion, go work behind a computer somewhere where you're not relevant. Well, news.
Cyberbully.
You are relevant. You're getting overpaid in a lot of people's opinions. You're not putting the talent that we paid you for on the field. So if you're going to complain about me, I'm going to go elsewhere, all right? And I'm going to support somebody that actually cares that I'm showing up.
Real quick, one player who has complained makes $13,000 per inning, That's over $100,000 per game times 162, okay? And arguably one of the best hitters at one time in the game of baseball. He gets booed. Then he goes out and hits a walk-off homer. A crowd cheers him, and he's, we play baseball, They don't know about us. We try to, baseball, good, bad. Okay, bro. You've been here how long? Speak English, first and foremost. That's just a lack of trying. Now, don't get me wrong. The players who are new and literally can't speak it, that's fine. They're trying to learn. They get interpreters. They get this. They get that. They go to school. They go to class. They're taught how to be professional. At this point, your arrogance is so big that you don't care about our way, our life. We took you into our environment, and you're getting paid $13,000 per inning, times 9, times 162, to be one of the highest paid players. And you're going to call out the people who pay your salary?
People that wear your name on their back? People that are overcharged for certain...
The people who you are their hero, their inspiration. They work hard all week at probably some of them, horrible jobs that they hate. To watch you do your job in a job they wish they could even do for free. Yeah. And you're going to call them out and say they don't know anything, they're arrogant, ignorant. They pay you. They're the reason you are where you are. They're the reason you're still not in poverty in a third world country. And you're going to call them out. It makes me sick.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a game in a month. But I do know that they're run very poorly as well.
Yes. Yeah, you did a lot of research.
I did.
He brought up a very nice spreadsheet of just the cliff notes,
Yeah.
to which I will hand this over to you because I'm sitting at my desk, he's sitting at his, I'm hearing him huffing and puffing. I can feel the anger, I can feel the heat coming from his desk.
My
Nick?
type to learn words per minute was at like 400.
Yes, it sounded like one of the court reporters.
Yeah, maybe I got something for me if my opinion gets me in trouble.
Fallback options always been
Fallback. I'll go down the road to the court and sit in there and type.
But yeah, before you jump onto this, I do want to say, these same people that are giving you a hard time, let's remind you that they did have, if we're talking about the same player, they did have your back after a couple of run-ins with the law, a couple of character failures and flaws. A lot of them had your back. I mean, obviously, you're always going to get some people that just wanted to, cut and clean you. But these are the same people that were there for you when you're at your lowest point as a person. So pick and choose your words carefully. And honestly, listen, at the end of the day, just put yourself in our position. Nick, floor is yours.
Okay, we were protecting that person's identity. It's Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera, we're calling you out. Also, if you want to talk about another player who's calling everyone out, talk about Grandpa, Victor Martinez.
Grandpa, JV.
What are these guys doing? All these old washed up players now are, I hate Comerica Park, too big, I not play. I not play good. You make $10 million a year at the age of 9,000. You can't run. Guy hits one to the wall and you go advance 80, 90 feet. You hit one to the gap and you're not getting past first. You're getting thrown out from the outfield. You're not an athlete. You can barely walk. Sure, you can run into one every once in a while. You're hitting 230. Okay? I'm over Victor.
Yeah.
I know, he has a heart condition now. Be easy on him. Oh, he's on the DL. I don't care if he ever plays again.
He has a heart condition. That's like saying...
You're done. See ya.
Nick doesn't have a tongue, but he's got to do the play-by-play.
How's karma?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this game. All right. Well, here you go. Sending down. Oh, you hate it? You don't have to play anymore. I'll just give you a quick heart condition. Wish come true. How's that?
Yeah, there's no heart in it.
JV. Oh, these fans. We try our hardest every game. Talk to me when your ERA is below 10.
Well, how about we start paying him in orange peels if he's trying his hardest? Because when I tried my hardest at AYSO soccer, that's all we got is Capri Suns and orange peels. So maybe we'll start paying him in that.
Yeah, hey.
And once he actually starts turning over a
maybe your
product.
parents will bring snack to next game.
Yeah, Capri Suns, maybe some Gushers if he pitches well.
Man, what a disaster area.
Yeah.
This team, I used to think, they're hardworking. These guys, the blue-collar team. We have the third highest payroll in the majors. We're like little LA, little La.
Yep.
Okay, JV. These fans are so negative. This market. You know what? Why don't you go play for the Yankees?
See how they treat you
LA.
there.
See how they think, how negative they are. You go out and you give up 2
Go to
hits, they're
Oakland.
like, I should have given up 1. Should have not given up a run. Hey, we won 8-1. Yeah, but JV should have had a shutout. Instead he gives up a home run. Oh, here, we're happy. Your ERA's 5. JV standing twirling his hat. Thank you, thank you. No, you're horrible. Normally, well, he's just bad in April. We're almost to July. That's the halfway point. And his ERA is still north of 5. All right, sorry, 4.68. Sorry, all the technical people out there. I'm so sorry. Give me a break. Slide up your glasses. And real quick, though, on the Detroit sports fan, we're one of the worst sports cities in the land. The fans. Morons. Idiots. They don't know anything, and they're the first one. Okay, don't get me wrong. Generally, though, I'm on board with hating a lot of players. And it's not so much hating the players. It's just, it's real. Wake up. Closer for the Tigers, goalie for the Red Wings, quarterback of the Lions. Top 3 most scrutinized positions in Detroit. Almost always, they're not good. You're going to be the goalie next year. Good luck. The fans will hate you and then love you the next day. How's this? Perform better. Oh, Mrazek gets lit up for 5. Fans want his head. Jimmy Howard will start next game. Oh, Jimmy gives up 3. You get Mrazek back in. Just play consistent. All we ask for is consistency. But the fans, one bad game. No, he's done. Fire him. Get him out of here. Oh, he threw an interception, but he threw 6 touchdowns. Get him out. Oh, they lose the game 0-16. They win 16-0, Super Bowl. Pistons fans are the worst. There's only about 8 of them in existence, but they're the worst. Okay? I see posts all the time. One of the 8 fans is a Facebook friend of mine. Oh, you see, Andre, he's been practicing his free throws this year. He's going to shoot 80%. This is their year. Reggie, Andre, KCP. We got Marcus Morris. We got Aaron Baines off the bench with his man bun. Oh, SVG, the Hedgehog's ready to lead them to victory. Oh, that's funny. They got tremendously worse with this great roster that you speak of. How? What do you mean? I thought they were going to win it all. You're crazy, one of 8 fans. You're crazy.
Think about what you just said. All right, that's why I'm just sort of taken aback. He's been practicing his free throws.
They're free. What more do you need?
You're practicing your free throws. You have an issue. You're a professional basketball player, and you can't make a free throw, whether it's important or not.
Where they at, though? Where they at?
I'm gonna really make you mad right now.
Here.
I'm just gonna add fuel to the fire.
Put salt right in the wound.
Yeah.
Just gash.
Let's just get rid of him.
Who? The fan?
Mr. Free Throw himself.
He.
And since his contract's up, go to one of the all-time ACC and free throw makers.
Give me a break. If you say JJ
Redick,
oh my God.
come to the D.
We might as well just, show's
we
over.
Love it.
Show, it's done.
Bring him here. What do we got to lose? He played under Van Gundy. He's got a 6'3". He is
real quick. And by real,
all right, I'm a slapping. I'm sorry, but
I've said real quick like 3 times today, and I don't think you've spoken since. So clearly it's not real quick. But JJ, let me get this straight. Andre Drummond, franchise player, max contract. Get rid of him, and your replacement, you want a backup point guard.
He's the starter for the Clippers. Well, he has been
D-League
starting.
team.
Oh, they got a potential. I mean, they did
Clippers? I thought it's CP3, no?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I mean, he could play starting position anywhere else.
Andre Drummond makes Matchbox 20 money.
Yeah.
Okay? Kid Rock reference. Thank you. And you know what? In this town, you can probably do more than Mark McGrath, if you know what I'm saying.
I was going there. I was waiting for
I was just trying to see how to get it involved. Anyways, I got off topic real quick about the Tigers. We'll go back to talk about the Bounce and Squeak squad.
Okay.
Because I'm all over the place. My mind is more scattered than the showers and thunderstorms that we're going to get this afternoon. Thank you. Thank you. Real quick though, Al Avila, worst GM in sports, maybe other than Sam Van Gundy and Ken Holland, and every other GM in Detroit. Anyways, how long have I been talking about this? I mean, all right, good. We're good. We're only halfway through. Thank you. Thank you for staying with us, if you are. Okay, real quick. What the Tigers are known for bringing in that veteran for 1 year and overpaying them. And giving up the farm to get him. That's why they have The 30th, yep, that's right. There's 30 teams in the majors. They have the 30th last ranked minor league system, other than the Angels, of course. So they're 29. The Angels, like, first best prospect is, like, ranked at least 7th on the next closest team.
We can't even get first in that category.
Anyways, let's just think about, here's some of the prospects that the Tigers have given up for garbage players. Let's date back to 2014. This is only the last 3 years, mind you.
3 years.
3 years only. And this is my list. We traded second base prospect Devin Travis to the Toronto Blue Jays. We received Anthony Gose. Now everyone here, oh, Gose, yeah. He's going to platoon in center field. Great. He hits 200. He's good. Okay. In 2015, Devin Travis, he hits 304 with 8 homers, and 35 RBIs. Oh, and he starts the All-Star game. Anthony Gose that year, oh, he had 254. Stole 23 bags. Following year, he had 209. And then he was designated for assignment.
Good.
Devin Travis went on to hit 304 the next year, and he's hitting 300 this year.
Okay, maybe it's just one mistake. Maybe it's just
maybe
one.
So.
Everyone's got
by the
their
way,
day.
Anthony Gose, we designated him for assignment, which is a fancy word for saying we don't want you here. We're going to pay you to go away.
It's not you, it's me. Essentially breakup.
They bring him back as a pitcher. That's how bad he is at hitting and fielding. Maybe he can make a comeback as a pitcher. He's in single A, digging his own grave. Maybe that's the only mistake. We trade left-handed pitching prospect Robbie Ray in a 3-team deal with the Yankees and the Diamondbacks. He goes to the Diamondbacks. We receive Shane Green. Oh, okay. He's probably going to be a pretty good guy. Starting pitcher. Well, he started 4 games his first year, and he was so bad they moved him to the bullpen.
Okay.
The following year, he was not even a late inning guy. He was long relief, and pretty much when you're down by 10, we need someone to kill a couple innings. Get Shane Green in there. Okay. Shane Green, in his tenure with Detroit, is 10-12 with a 5.58 ERA. Robbie Ray, this year is 7-3 with a 2.87 ERA and 114 strikeouts in 87 innings. He's one of the leading candidates to win Cy Young in the National League. On the first place, mind you, Arizona Diamondbacks. Your 4th place out of 5 Tigers have Shane Green in the 6th inning role. Real crucial time in a game. Real crucial. Okay, maybe just 2. It has to be 2.
Mistakes.
No. Remember Rick Porcello? Young, star pitcher that we just traded away to Boston. Oh, sure, we got Yoenis Cespedes and a guy named Alex Wilson in the deal. Cespedes played about 3 months in Detroit and then was traded to the Mets, where he goes, I will come back to Detroit. I love there. And then he goes to the Mets, I will sign in New York. I love there. And by the way, he told Boston after the trade, at the end of the year, I free agent, I sign with you. Okay, cool. You're blowing smoke up the wazoo, telling people what they want to hear. So he goes, he's gone. He's in New York right now. Okay? He was traded after 1 year. I didn't pull up stats because he didn't even have enough time to create any. Rick Porcello, oh, no big deal. He just goes out and wins the Cy Young in 2016. No big deal. Oh, he's not going to ever resort to anything more than, a 5th starter in the league. Oh, he's just the ace in Boston, one of the hardest places to play. One of the most hitter-friendly ballparks in all the land. As a pitcher, wins the Cy Young. We got Alex Wilson, though. He's finally found himself this year as a late inning guy. But we traded a Cy Young Award winner, essentially, for a 1-inning relief pitcher.
Nice.
Don't worry, there's more. We traded Eugenio Suarez. Remember him? He played second base and shortstop. Was never given an opportunity here in Detroit because we had guys who could hit $180 that we would rather have in the lineup. We traded him for a starting pitcher named Alfredo Simon. Simon went on to have a decent year. He was 13-12. His ERA was north of 10,000 million. It was actually 5.05. He couldn't pitch out of the 3rd inning most nights. Suarez, he's just averaging 260 a year in his 3 years that he's been with the Reds. 20 homers and 50 RBIs on average. On average. Oh, and by the way, he won a Gold Glove last season. Alfredo Simon hasn't pitched in the majors in 2 years. Oh, and by the way, he was in trouble with the law for sexual assault of a minor. Oh, wait, there's more. We traded Jeffrey Marte to Anaheim for a player to be named later. Never got that player. Cash considerations. And a draft pick. 6th round. Jeffrey Marte is hitting .252 with 15 homers and 44 RBIs, playing first base. That's a nice bat to have on the bench, left-handed side. But there's more. We traded Hernan Perez, who played middle infield as well, to the Brewers, for a guy named K-Rod. Oh, K-Rod, good name. No, yeah, but he's 100 years old. Can't throw north of 70 miles an hour anymore, and we all know what he's done this year. He's 5-9 in his career with Detroit with a .485 ERA. This year, his ERA is north of 7, and he only pitches in situations where the team is getting killed. 16 blown saves in a year and a half. Hernan Perez couldn't have resorted to anything. He couldn't have turned out to anything, right? Wrong. In 2 seasons, he's hitting .271 with 24 homers and 104 RBIs. What's our middle infield doing? Kinsler's hitting about .220 this year with no power. And Iglesias is lucky to hit .210. Oh, but he's starting to hit now. Great. He's batting 9th. And in Al Avila's tenure, his signings, well, first, he traded Cameron Maybin this offseason for a AA prospect named Victor Alcantara, who's 0-2 in the minors this year, by the way. Maybin, he's just hitting .270 with 4 homers, 14 RBIs. Oh, and already 21 steals. Who's playing center field for us? I can name about 7 guys. Alex Presley, Tyler Collins designated for assignment. Jacoby Jones gets hit in the mouth, only hits 100. And the list goes on. Andrew Romine, great. You put an infielder in the outfield. Oh, and how about his signings last year? Mark Lowe, the 8th inning setup guy, $3 million cap hit, was paid to not play for us. That's how bad he was. His ERA, he was 1-3 last year, the 7.11 ERA, and was paid $3 million to go home. Mike Pelfrey, great starter. Wrong. He goes 4-10 with a 5.07 ERA, $8 million cap hit, and we're still paying his salary this year, and he's on the Chicago White Sox. By the way, his ERA's in the 3s. Avila's best signing was signing his son. Who would have thought? Enough of the Tigers. Okay. There's a little time left. Yeah, just a little. The Pistons, they might trade their pick. Who knows? Don't care. Moving on. That's basketball talk.
The boys'
Expansion
sport.
draft. A man's game. Hockey.
Yes.
We met Jonathan Erickson this week. He makes a mean béarnaise sauce. Maybe Vegas will draft him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he'd be a good fit. There's a lot of rumors of as far as who they're going to pull from the wings, but
yeah, sorry, Dan. I feel like you haven't even spoken. I just ran it for like a year.
you don't interrupt. You don't try and play chicken with the train.
On the
if
train? Okay. thank
You're speeding. You're speed train.
Okay.
All right, let's just forget about that.
Yeah, mind you, we're short on time,
Yeah, we're short on time.
so this will be abbreviated version. We'll have more next week once the rosters are announced. But anyways,
Yeah, Wednesday is the draft, and we will find out where exactly the Golden Knights are going to go. I do like what the GM said. He goes, "Call me if you don't want me to take a player. Let's make a trade." That's awesome. Cool. He's willing to work, which I think that's to his benefit. There is a lot of talent out there. A lot of people looking for a resurrection. One that sticks out in particular is Marc-Andre Fleury. I think going to a team like this, hitting the reset button, could be the start he needs, or it's bye. See ya. You know, I heard a lot of people talking. I read a lot of information. Mrazek gone. They had some turbulence earlier last week as far as his mentality with the team and his overall player performance off the ice. If you want to touch on that, but I could see Mrazek going too. But I think Marc-Andre Fleury and James Neal could be huge for them. They're going to be a dangerous team, especially a lot of the guys that they're projecting they're going to take. I think 5 or 6 of them are under the age of 26, or they're 26 or younger, which is huge, especially for a newer team. And it also brings the cap. It's not really an issue with them also. So, I like those 3 names possibly moving towards Las Vegas. I'm excited to see where it goes. And this team's, this organization's got to be serious. We don't want another Atlanta Thrashers incident. I think Las Vegas can be a terrific market, but they got to stay strong. Those first 2 years are going to be the honeymoon period, but what you do after that is really going to make or break your future as a franchise.
I don't think Peter Mrazek's going to Vegas. Here's why. Do you really want to pay your backup goalie $4 million as a new team? Marc-Andre Fleury's gone. He's a $5.8 million cap hit. Pretty much insert him in the starting role. Played good in the playoffs before. He had one bad game. Matt Murray took it and won a second straight cup. Mrazek, if they do take him, they could spin him and trade him for draft picks. McPhee, the GM of of Vegas, has said he wants a lot of draft picks. You could go spin him to anywhere. I would say Calgary. I'm still not sure Mike Smith is a good goaltender, and that's who they just traded for. But you could get some draft picks for Peter Mrazek. Mm-hmm. But although, is Holland maybe outsmarting the system by saying he has an attitude problem, so they won't draft him? If so, why would you just not protect him and put Jimmy Howard's $5.2 million out there? Mm-hmm. He can't stay healthy. Makes no sense. To me, the most realistic opportunities of people getting drafted from the Red Wings are former first-round pick and 24-year-old Riley Sheahan, who's coming off his worst year of his professional and pretty much his whole entire life playing hockey, or one of the young defensemen, either Xavier Ouellet or Ryan Sproul. To me, Sheahan's the name everyone's going with, but I think they're going to go defense first. Two young, physical, played really well in opportunities this year defensemen, and I think it's either going to be Ouellet or Sproul gets drafted by Vegas. But there's a lot of interesting names left unprotected. James Neal in Nashville. Mm-hmm. Bobby Ryan in Ottawa.
Yep.
But there's three people who put out lists. Satchel Price,
Pat
Iverson, and Mary Clark. Well, here's Mary Clark's, and this is what I think of that. So now there
are two people that put out lists.
Okay. Sorry if you wanted that.
Nope, it's cool.
Print out another one.
No, we're good. We're
but
good.
A point had to be made.
Yeah.
Mary, I'm sorry. I don't like your word. Your picks made no sense. I'm sorry Mike Vernon doesn't play in the NHL anymore. That was circa 1997. Don't know why you had Vegas drafting him. Makes no sense. Clearly, you haven't watched a game since hockey was still on ESPN. The moral of the story is they're very similar lists that we have left here. That one, obviously.
Are they safe
players.
picks, too?
Yes.
I think that's
they're
the
all
safe way to
young,
go.
And they can hit the salary cap floor. Mm-hmm. And Matt Dumba was left unprotected in Miami. Or I'm sorry, Miami. Okay. I can me and Mary.
They'll give it a few
I'm
years.
going to join Mary down there because apparently I think Miami has a hockey team. Let me just dive in. And yeah, there's a lot of talent, and they're built to have a strong run and be competitive quick, especially if they can draft players.
Yes, and it's a total hurricane. Anything can happen. These are just the projected people's personal opinions of where they think they're going to go. But yeah, anything can happen. And that's the closing on that. I want to say that with this expansion draft going on, it's the first time in a while I've really, really been excited to see what happens because there's so many different obstacles that teams are dealing with this new team being brought to the NHL. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I will definitely be tuning in. It's been a while since I've actually said that.
And next week we'll have all the picks. We'll actually maybe talk a little Pistons basketball for more than 3 seconds. Maybe 5. And we might bring one of the 8 fans in existence on. And who knows? Maybe the Tigers will win a game before then. Probably not, though. Dan Myers, Nick Buckler saying, smell you later.